Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Friday, October 17th, 2014. Well, there was a plethora of announcements yesterday, as you can see here, all the way down to even one at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and they were a mixed bag for the most part. Nothing spectacular. Everything is pretty much underwhelming, I guess you could say. Some slightly good, some slightly bad, just blah. Today we have housing starts and consumer sentiment to look forward to. Alright, across the ponds over in Asia, kind of a mixed bag over there as well, some up, some down. And in Europe we are green, and very strongly green across the board. So there's a lot of craziness out there. We got reversals going on all over the place. We're up 100, up 200, down 200, down 300. It's just it's pretty crazy, and it makes it kind of difficult to trade with a direction in mind. Makes it a bit of a challenge unless you get in at the right time, which is why we like to wait for minor corrections in the direction of the trend before we jump in on something. And that was the story with the Russell yesterday. Okay, enough about that. Google, disappointed, but it wasn't really, it didn't affect the stock that much as I look at the bid-ask this morning. It doesn't look like as though it hit it that bad. Apple underwhelmed with the new iPads. Of course, Warren Buffett doesn't worry about a dang thing. He's so rich that he just, when prices go down or correct, he just buys more and gets richer. The only thing, I mean, a big crash would be the only thing, but he would still, that's how people become million and billionaires, is by having the money on the side to be able to buy when things crash. Not seeing anything really shocking or anything going on here. Alright, so let's jump over and take a look at the account. Well, we look at the futures here. We look like Europe right about now. We're up, greater than 1% almost across the board. The VIX has pulled back. We can take a look at the big four here. So here is the S&P 500 compared to the close yesterday. It looks like it's going to open up pretty good. Gold, not doing much. Oil recovered from its low of 79.98 in the pre-market yesterday, and it is up there right now, 82.53, and the VIX is pulled way back to 20.75 from its high back here. And yesterday morning's pre-market at 25.65. Okay, that's a good thing for options premium. Not something that I worry about a whole heck of a lot myself. Anything else of interest here? Dollar is at 85, which is it's up there, but it has pulled back a slight bit. Okay, you see that. What did I get out of yesterday? I got out of NDX yesterday. Cost me, I had to pay 10 cents to buy it back. Just a little bit nervous. I thought, let's just be good about this. I couldn't just buy back the short because, strangely enough, it was at 30 cents. And midpoint on the bid ask for the entire spread was at 0, but I still had to pay the natural, which was 10 cents at the time, to buy back, which isn't too bad because I collected $1.40 on it, and therefore made $1.30, which is fine. When I had 3 lots, that's a pretty decent haul. Alright, and it's still sitting here with Amazon. We'll take a look at that chart. I thought that I would go back with just a single chart here, and I wanted to look at, before we get started, I wanted to look at the SPX. So let's take a look at that. Now this is a 1-year chart, but we want to know, where are we from? A lot of people talk about, I don't know why, but they talk about, well, how's it year to date? Well, remember how to do the percentage charts. So we'll take a look at it from a percentage perspective. Slide back here to the first of the year, and we go up here and say, click on that little sine wave there, and we want to show it as percent. And then we'll go from the close of, the close here of the 31st. So we can right click on that candle and say set this bar as 0, and then we'll go back over here to our current date and time, and we are at 0.78% above for the year. So we're positive, not even 1% right now, year to date, just in case you were interested. So this is a decent pullback. How are we from the high? Let's go here and say, I need to get right on that candle, set bar as 0%. We're down 7.34% from this high up here. Right now, the 20% is considered a correction, and not seeing that 20% yet. Do we have further to go? Maybe. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright, let's go back to, I'm going to undo this. So I right click that and say, oops, I have to right click the line. Reset to default 0% level, which is the first day on this chart, which is back here. So 0% would be actually at the close of this bar. If I could get right on it. I can't get right on it. Alright. Should we look at just a single chart? Because we don't pay too much attention to the weekly or the intraday. You might just take a look, because we're just going to skim through here today. Alright, Apple has earnings coming up. So we're going to stay away from that. Amazon. Let's see. Alright, Amazon, we're still in. We have earnings next week. It'll expire today. Probably not going to do anything about this, but I will drag this down to the high from this day right here. I had a nice strong day yesterday. I might have another nice strong day today, but it's got to really stretch to get up here. We'll keep an eye on it. Boeing have earnings next week, so we're going to stay away from that. BIDU. We have a target set up here for 50 delta, so we have a setup on BIDU. My guess is it's not going to happen. Oh, another thing I wanted you, I don't know if you picked up on this, all my moving averages are gone except for the hull. So I'm going to change this hull to a green and red. So I want up to be green and down to be red. And we'll hit OK, and we'll see how this works out for us without the distraction of the other moving averages. And it may be the only one that I end up using. Kind of like it, actually. Alright. Chipotle. Chipotle has earnings. We're going to skip that. Costco. Costco had earnings. I think we're going to bend over here and possibly end up in a downtrend. We do have a 20 delta target up here for some time in the future. Don't know when it's going to get there. Take a look at the Dow and our megaphone pattern here. We're still hanging around the lower part of it. We might get a move up today. But this is kind of interesting to keep an eye on this, so this should be fun. Look at gold. Lots of craziness going on here with gold. Still creeping up, slowly clawing its way up to the surface. Google, we had earnings last night. And we could take a look at that on the trade tab. So here it closed at 536, and we have bid ask at 529, 530, and there's already 1,400 shares traded hand. I don't know how bad it got last night, but this morning it's only down $6. So that's not all that big of a deal. I was thinking of taking buying a put on it, like at the money put. But I said that I was not going to trade. I wasn't going to play any earnings this time around. Because all I do is lose money on them. I never guess the right way. So just stay away from it. I'd rather have odds working in my favor, which is why we use these two indicators down here. And direction. Okay, LinkedIn got out of LinkedIn yesterday. Let's take a look at intraday on that. I think I closed that one. Do I want to? Well, yeah, let's take a look at it. We'll take a look at a 30-minute. At the open yesterday, I got out, and I managed to get out for no gain. Good thing, you could say that if you looked at the close yesterday, it closed right here, so it was below the short strike on that spread, but look at where it is today. It's already traded up here. Here we have 160 shares have traded hands. So, my short was at, we're still in percent mode here, 200, and it's at 202.64 in pre-market. Alright, back to days. So we're no longer in this. I can now remove all drawings. So I did have this as a possible 20 delta today. Looking at the pre-market, I don't know, but I don't think we can squeeze this in before earnings, and I don't want to. Been feeling a little bit more comfortable trading the cash indexes. Alright, NDX, we're out, so I can cancel this particular alert. Now we're waiting for another 20 delta opportunity. Take this off and take this off. And we're waiting for another opportunity here. Alright, Netflix. Let's see how bad. Yeah. Okay, so earnings, they did pretty good on earnings. They beat. But that whole HBO thing killed them here. So that was a big move down. Very big move. How big? Well, it's pretty easy to check. Right click on this and on this candle. Come on. There we go. Set bar at 0%. So that was a 19% move down yesterday, and actually it opened down 25.86%. So that was a fun day, I'm sure, for owners of Netflix stock. Of course, the shorts were very, very happy. So now we have to wait a while on Netflix to see what we're going to do with it and what it is going to do, which will tell us what to do with it. All right, price line, we are in a 50 delta, or a 20 delta setup, or 50 delta, I'm sorry, setup here, looking for a hook down. So we'll put that on our list. I have a feeling that none of these are really going to work out, looking at them, how we're probably going to open today. Of course, we opened way down sometimes recently, and we still ended up moving in the opposite direction and finishing. If we opened down, we finished up. If we opened up, we finished down. It's interesting times. Okay, so why do I have this alert here? When did I create that alert? Does it tell me in the Analyze tab when I created, or I mean in the alerts section when I created an alert? Let's see, where are we on? Rut. I created it, yesterday. Okay, I think I was looking for a trade here. I was looking for it to come back down. Still looking for it, but it looks like we might just open up here today. I'm not sure exactly how that ends up there. There's no pre-market in there, is there? No. I don't understand that. I don't understand why this tick, I guess you could say, or something is up here for today. I don't get that. But we're still waiting for a move down here. So we have the Rut as a 20 delta candidate for it today. Same as yesterday. SPX. Yeah, I'm going to throw a target up. Oops. Throw a target up here. Get our O. Yep. Here we go. And it's going to be a 20 delta. So we're almost there. We're at 49.84. We need to get up to 50. I think we'll get up there today. Sometime during the day anyway. Tesla. Looking for a 50 delta here. We're almost there. And Visa, last but not least. Visa, we're looking for a 50 delta. It enjoyed a very nice day yesterday. And looking at some of this stuff, I don't know. We'll see if it continues in a downtrend. Visa's going to have to happen quick as well because we have earnings the week after next. All right, that's it for the scan for today. We have setups for 50 deltas on BIDU and Priceline, which probably aren't going to trigger today because they are for bear calls, and a bear call 20 delta on Rut. It's Friday. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Thank you very much for watching, and happy trading.